Hey guys, welcome to the video, and today we are going to go over how you can track the enemy jungler. This is something that a lot of people have requested for me to go over in the past few years. So with the new Season 11 just going underway, I figured this is the best time to go over it, so hopefully I can help you guys climb this season. Before getting started, I just want to remind everyone, if down in the description is a link to my Patreon. If you're serious about climbing, after a certain tier, you're able to get one-on-one coaching, and I highly recommend it. If you can't go that high, just know everything on my Patreon goes towards providing for my family and helping me make videos and to stream and just content in general. Thanks. To begin, let's go over exactly what jungle tracking is. It's honestly just what it sounds like. It's keeping track of the enemy jungler. Doing so allows you to infer their current position and where they may be headed or where they're heading from. When you first hear that, it seems kind of daunting. You have to always know where the enemy jungler is. But it's not actually as bad as it sounds. This is the hardest task a jungler has in the game, and not even challenger players do it perfectly, but you don't have to do it perfectly to be good at it. Like it's still good as long as you're trying to track the enemy jungler. Gathering information is key in League of Legends, and knowing the whereabouts of the enemy jungler is one of the best information you can have, because it doesn't only just help you as the jungler, but your laners as well. Even if you know the exact location of the enemy jungler, it doesn't do anything if you don't take action with that information. Using pings, counter ganking, and counter jungling are very key ways to getting ahead of the enemy jungler and winning the game. The first step to tracking the enemy jungler is warding. This is the only step where there are no assumptions made, there's no guessing, and it's just easy. Placing those early and precise wards in the enemy's jungle is key for tracking the enemy jungler. Without wards, we are just guessing where the enemy jungler is. With wards, we are able to make educated guesses and infer where they may be headed after what they just completed. Deep wards are extremely crucial for both junglers and for laners. Spotting the enemy jungle on a ward allows for your laners to play more aggressively, knowing that the jungler could not possibly be mid, top, or bot lane, because we just saw them in their jungle. This also allows you to go for a gank on the opposite side of the map, knowing that the jungler could not be there, or following the enemy jungler's pathing so that you're on the same side of the map that he is and are able to counter gank should you need to. Some easy and key ward placements are wards that spot the raptors or the wolves. These are very common camps that junglers take in between ganking because they're towards the center of the map. They're just easy to take between your ganks. Hey guys, quick little break. I'm going to show you exactly what I meant by warding the raptors and the wolves. Even a ward just like right here is fine, or a ward in this little bush right here is fine. Anything that really gets you vision on the raptors and lets you see if the enemy jungler gets on them, as well as any wards like right here or over here or anything near the wolves, even like something over here would be okay. Just anything that gives you that vision on if they're going to cross through mid lane or if they're in this area. Just wanted to show that real quick. Let's get back to the video. Thanks. The second part of tracking the enemy jungle is, of course, the guessing game. There are two types of guessing: absolute random guessing and then educated guessing. We definitely do not want to randomly guess where the enemy jungler is. So using our wards, we want to use the more educated guessing. You can do this by just watching where the enemy jungler arrives from on his wards or is heading towards when he leaves the ward. This can be from a gank, a ward, anytime you have vision of that enemy jungler, really. You can also infer from what champion the enemy jungler is playing what they are wanting to do or where they currently are. For example, if you have vision of the Raptors and see that Kayn is starting the game on his Raptors, you can assume one of two things. Either he's going to go down to red and Krugs and gank bot, or he's going to go down to red and Krugs and then back so that he can go to his top side after he backs and clear his top side. One thing to keep in mind as you are trying to track the enemy jungler is that the more time that passes from the last time you had vision on them, the more random your guessing and inferences are going to be. As they pass over the ward, you know exactly where they are. But as 5 seconds passes, 10 seconds passes, the more time that goes on, your guess on where they are located gets less and less educated. You could just not know where they are after a few seconds. When you are trying to climb, the best thing you can do is to stop dying. So when you are unsure about where the enemy jungler is located, playing safe is the best option, both as a laner and as the jungler. You do not want to get called out, giving free deaths, especially people don't realize how much shutdowns affect the game. Speaking about actions that can be taken with the information that you have. When you see the jungler ganking a lane, you have to take a moment while you are clearing or doing whatever you're doing and think about your next step. What is your course of action? Whether you are close enough to counter gank the lane the enemy jungler is ganking, or if you need to invade the opposite side of the map, or if you even just gank the lane opposite of them. For example, when you see a Rengar ganking bot and you're top side, there's two options you have to try to not let him get ahead. You either gank top side or you counter jungle the Rengar's top side. Take his blue, take his Gromp, take Scuttle, top Scuttle. You can also take neutral objectives. You can take Rift Herald. If he's top side, take Dragon. There's a lot of things you can do. But the one thing is, all actions as a jungler have to be thought out. Any time that you're spending aimlessly walking around, not thinking about what you're doing or where you're going, it's time wasted. You have to have a plan of action and must be able to react to the enemy jungler in seconds. A small tier list for what I think is most rewarding to least rewarding is as follows. 1. Successfully ganking a lane, whether that's getting the laner's flash or actually just getting the kill. 2. Taking an objective on the opposite side of the map as the enemy jungler. Like I was just saying, if a Rengar's top, take that bot side Dragon. If he's bot, take that Rift Herald. You can always use that jungler's position to get ahead. If they're top side, you know smite. They're not going to be able to smite that dragon. You go on that dragon, you get it. 3. Counter jungling the enemy's jungle. Like I was saying, if Rengar's bot side, take his top side, man. He's missing out on that XP, that gold. He's wasting time. 4. This is the least impactful, but it still helps. Getting those wards deep into the enemy's jungle. Like I was saying, without that key information of where they're located, your guesses are not educated. They're completely random. The safest course of action is simple yet effective, which is taking a neutral objective. Like I was saying, like Dragon, Rift Herald, Baron. Dragons especially are very key to winning games this season. So taking a dragon while you see the Rengar, the opposing jungler, topside, can literally be the difference between getting behind or staying ahead, losing the game or winning the game. I think, I'm not really sure on this, but I think the statistic was the team that got the first dragon over every single game has a 55% win rate instantly. That's insane, man. And this is going to conclude the video on jungle tracking. And I appreciate you making it this far into the video, to the end of the video. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Please comment down below what you would like to see in the future. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, peace.